Hey, what is up guys? In today's video we are going to be gaming on this graphics card right here. Exactly what is this graphics card? This is a AMD Radeon R7 250. This one only boasts 1 gigabyte of GDDR5 memory. They also make a 2 gigabyte model if you're wondering. And it only has 384 cores. Pretty okay. Pretty old. With this card coming out in 2013, she's definitely showing her age, especially in the design. You don't see cards like that anymore. And it only has a 65 watt TDP. There's no 6-pin connector on it, so you just slap it in whatever computer you want, especially an OEM, if it fits in there, you know. As far as our displays go, we got a DVI, a VGA, and an HDMI. Not too shabby. You got 3 options to go with it. Not bad. You got a full X16 slot interface right there. It's pretty good. It's not striped into, you know, an X8 or something. So hey, we do got a handful of games lined up for this guy. It's either going to be straight taters, or it's going to be pretty okay, or it's going to surprise us. Let's find out. I'm going to pop it in the computer. Paired up to a AMD Ryzen 7 2700X and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory running at 2666 megahertz. Something really cool I gotta say about this card, it actually came with the original box. Look at that, it's in good shape too. You don't see designs like that on boxes anymore. What a time era, from 2013, look at that, wow. And it is the Diamond brand too, I forgot to mention that. Look at that, came in like that, all packaged up like that. That's crazy, most of the cards I get, they don't have the original box. See what's in there. Look at that, we have all this in the original box. You have the manual here, you got the drivers. Wow, a CD driver, you don't see that anymore. It says it's for the 5000 and 7000 series. My guess would be this is a refresh of a 7000 series. I hope I'm correct on that. I'll add that if I'm not, but it is for Windows. It is a 2015 CD. Look at that. Maybe it is not a 2013 card. Could be wrong. Check that out. It has the original manual and everything. It just tells you all this stuff. It's pretty cool. Usually don't get graphics card in boxes. They mostly just come up wrapped up in like bubble wrap and like a bunch of clear tape and sometimes some newspaper. So seeing this is pretty cool actually. Hey, we're gonna actually try the driver CD out, see if it works or not. One way to find out. All right, she's in there. Okay, see what happens on the screen here. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Probably not. I'd have to take my word for this one.
A few moments later.
Okay, we are back. For some reason, this was not our main display. Let's go into this PC. Diamond driver. Okay, let's load it up. It's trying. Maybe it'll work. I have no idea. Maybe. Taking longer than usual. But let me put this up to my mic. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Doesn't sound too great. I have waited a few minutes for this to load up and nothing. We got an error. Okay. Well, I think our CD is cooked right here. I mean, this thing's pretty damn outdated. 2015, that was 11 years ago. I mean, shit. Bye! He went in the neighbor's yard. Oh, fuck. Starting the video off with one of my personal favorites, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We have our settings at 1080p with the high. And to be quite honest, we are definitely getting a very playable experience here. We're hovering around 60 FPS, dropping down into the 50s, 40 sometimes, seeing 70 at times. But hey, I must say this is pretty dang good for a card like this. More than playable. Game looks pretty decent still. It's not stuttering or anything. It's pretty smooth. And oh my gosh, we are absolutely hogging all the VRAM. Look at that. We have pegged the whole entire gigabyte of video memory on this card, but this card just keeps pushing. It's doing a great job. Hey, why don't you look at that? We fired up CSGO and this is our first warning we got. I mean, hey, look, the game fired up. I think we should be okay. We'll just proceed with that. Alright, we've got CS2 fired up. We have the lowest settings at 1080p. We're playing some deathmatch. As you can see, our frames are going up and down. Right now they're hovering in the 50s and 60s. How did I not see that guy? Future Bogus here. So when I was playing CS, it wasn't entirely that great. Yeah, the frames were playable. The thing is, they kept shooting up and down. There were these stutters in the game, and the game just felt sluggish. You technically can say it is playable, yeah, but is it an enjoyable experience? No, not at all. So this card definitely does not really like this game like that. Hey, okay, we got some Fortnite fired up on this R7 250. We have the game at 1080p with the low settings running 80% render scale. We're averaging around the mid 50s to 60 FPS. Game feels pretty playable. Not too shabby actually. I thought this game was not going to run on this card. However, we are actually using a whole gig of video memory on here. Well, that's to be expected. But hey, I gotta say, the game is pretty playable. I don't see why you can't play this game on this card. This one was a success. Yes, I had to fire up some Cyberpunk on this computer. Why the heck not? I have it at the lowest settings at 720p with AMD FSR enabled, and the latency is god awful. The game looks like crap. Things are not loading in. It doesn't feel great. This feels super rubber bandy, like a really terrible internet connection. Like if you had like 300 ping or something. Like this is really bad. The game is running though, it's not crashing. I wouldn't say this is playable, but the game did run. I'm surprised it even fired up. Hey, it is what it is. Hey yo, I got one of the best games fired up of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. We have our game running at 1080p with the normal settings, pretty much medium to low, some on high. And we are actually getting a respectable 80 to 70 frames average. This is more than playable actually. You're not gonna have a problem playing this game on this card. To be fair, GTA doesn't really take a whole lot. This is the legacy version of the game, if you guys are wondering. GTA no brainer on this card. Hell yeah, bro. Alright, we got some Overwatch fired up on here. We have it at 1080p with the absolute lowest settings. The game doesn't look quite the best here, but we are averaging around 60 to 70 FPS. This is pretty playable. Definitely the details are not the greatest here, but hey, you could sit down and play this game somewhat decently. The frames are pretty playable, and it's not dropping down too much, surprisingly. So I would definitely say you could play this game on this card, depending how hectic the combat gets. But hey, the game fired it up and played it pretty decently for what it is. Alright, for the hell of it, we fired up some Battlefield 5, and we have it at 1080p with the absolute lowest settings with 70% render scale, and we're getting around 30 or so FPS, dropping down into the high 20s. Game feels kind of playable. I mean, it's a very fancy slideshow. It's alright. Feels like an old console or something, but the game is playing and it is somewhat playable, so I'll give it that. Honestly guys, I thought this card was going to perform a whole lot worse. Wasn't too shabby actually. Well, that's with reasonable settings in games. But would I buy this card? No. If you're just playing light games or, you know, esports titles, yeah, why not? You know, it still suffices somewhat, you know. The games are somewhat playable. Some are actually more than playable, but hey, we saw how a Radeon R7 250 performs in 2026. I will have to give this card a bogus score, and that would just be a modest 5 out of 10 bogus score. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more content, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.